So basically we have a program in countering radicalization and dissemination of the culture of dialogue. And in this program we focus more on training for religious leaders. We focus more on engaging civil society and religious leaders in common work. So we don't only focus on having the religious leader being trained, but on being trained in pairs with the civil society activists so they can work together. First, to disseminate the knowledge to a wider spectrum of civil society activists and religious leaders, but also to work on common initiatives, local-based initiatives that could help our community to counter radicalization. We also work in civic education and participatory theater in school. We are trying to enhance, the counter narrative and messaging among our young people to counter radicalization. This tool actually have helped us not only to disseminate the awareness and make a mobilization around this issue, but also it's a research tool to investigate what our young people think and how they think the solution could start, what the level of information they have, or if they have been recruited or not. We work also in engaging civil society and government because we believe civil society and government should work together. We believe the existing gap that's hindering the work between civil society and government should be ending, and both of them should work on working strategies, working solutions. They should. So you are engaging the grassroots level and the policy level into countering radicalization. The tips I would give to civil society working in this field is first to be inclusive. Inclusive of engaging grassroots level, engaging the different stakeholders within the process. And actually this tip is somehow not only for civil society but also for government. And for civil society to work side by side with the government, because people with such a sensitive issue, they show their interest in governmental actions because of all the security fears and all the situation around us. So I would give the first step of inclusivity to have also legitimacy within the decision and the policy areas that they are doing. I would also recommend to have the women within their programs, the gender inclusion in their programs. It's very important because women as a mother and as a decision maker could play a good role in this issue. Enhance the men champion within the process because women and men have to work together. Using media as a partner and as a tool to disseminate the knowledge and the tolerance that we are looking for. So basically, we believe that there is a lot of preventive programs that should be taken into consideration. One of these programs that we are currently doing is the Women Kitchen Meeting, or what we call a cup of coffee, where we are bringing women, middle community leaders from different governorates of Jordan, as we focus not only on, the capital, we focus on remote areas, and that we train them on the topic that we want to address, which is countering radicalization, and then we train them on how to educate their peers. Those women, the trained women, they go to their communities and they gather, relatives and friends of other women in their homes. They talk about the topic and they educate them. So instead of talking gossips, they are talking countering radicalization. And the most important issue in this, tool is that we are not waiting the women in rural areas to reach us. We are trying to reach women to avoid and to overcome any social constraints or economic constraints that may prevent those women to come into this type of knowledge.